Hey friends, and welcome back to session 4 of our study, Time to Dream, Open Doors for Your Future. I'm Kirsten and I serve at our Lake Forest campus.
And I'm Jay Cranda, serving on our online campus community. Congratulations, you're at the halfway point of this small group study. This is a good time to stop and reflect for a few minutes about the first 3 weeks with your group. If you've already completed your Open Doors service project, take time to process the experience with your group and share what you've learned. If you've not done a project yet, make sure you set aside some time to finalize your plans this week.
Just think about this. What has God done in these past 3 weeks that you can thank Him for? And what can you trust God for that would make the next 3 weeks even more life-changing? Can you think of anything? As you go through this study, make sure you take time to celebrate, to enjoy the journey, celebrate what God is doing along the way. We would love to hear stories from your group. Shoot an email to smallgroups@saddleback.com and let us celebrate alongside of you.
Last week, we talked about the door to greatness, and that greatness comes through serving others. This week, you'll learn about the door to abundant blessing. You'll be talking with your group about generosity and what it does to you and for you. Your key verse is 2 Corinthians 8:7. Just as you excel in everything, in faith, in speech, in knowledge, and in complete earnestness, and in your love for us, see that you also excel in this grace of giving. You'll be walking through the 7 biblical promises about generosity, and they will revolutionize the way you think about opportunities that come your way.
It's week 4, and your group is growing more and more comfortable with one another. We have 4 quick tips to help your conversations go even deeper this week. The first is this: to create a safe environment. Sharing stories, insights, challenges, and failures, they require courage. It takes a lot of bravery to share those deep places in our hearts. So when someone in your group does open up, be sure to encourage them, celebrate with them. God rejoices when we take steps in the right direction, no matter how big that step may be.
Tip number 2, don't force anyone to share. If someone doesn't want to share specifics of what they are going through, be sure to give grace and allow them to pass on the sharing. Talking through faith steps out loud can feel like a very personal thing for many people, and you want to make sure you lead with grace and give whatever space is needed.
The third tip: pray together. Praying for one another builds intimacy and compassion. You can find the small group prayer and praise report in the back of your study guide, and also available to download on the campaign website. Use this as a guide to help share prayer requests with each other and then record them each week. The prayer and praise report will help you keep track of what God is doing in the lives of your group members and celebrate God's faithfulness as He answers your prayers. Also, if you have people in your group who are not comfortable praying out loud, let them know that that's okay. Never force anyone to do something that they're not comfortable with. But remember, just because someone isn't praying out loud, it doesn't mean that they aren't praying.
Tip number 4, check in during the week. Encourage your group members to follow up with one another throughout the week. If someone shares that they've got a big test coming up on Tuesday, follow up with that person on Tuesday to let them know you're praying for them. Sometimes the most practical small steps go a long way.
We hope that you have a great session with your group this week, and we will see you back next week.